What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and the Marvels came out last week, and there's a ton of Marvels content. Oh my lord, there's a ton of it because it keeps getting worse. Would you believe it? It just continues to get worse because now you got a bunch of copium going out there. A bunch of people that just can't stand the fact that this movie failed, that this movie was bad, that this movie was awful, and the box office shows it. Definitively, the box office shows it. But I'm going to go through some of this cope because, my God, are people salty on Twitter? And we're going to start here with the variety. You know, Disney Marvel Cinematic Universe is no longer bulletproof box office franchise. That much is clear after the Marvels misfired with a $47 million in its opening weekend. It lost out to The Incredible Hulk, guys. That's how bad this movie was. The Incredible Hulk wasn't a good movie when it came out. Now it's probably like Shakespearean lore now, but you know, you go through the comment section, you got this wonderful individual who big screen leaks, Shillish the Shills, you conventionally forgot to mention this is only MCU film without actors promoting it due to being on strike. You and other outlets certainly seem to remember it when Loki Season 2's okay premiere numbers came out. Before we go on, and the strike's going to be coming up a whole lot, trust me. Five Nights at Freddy's 10 times its budget with the same issues. Oh my God. There was no actors to go out and promote Five Nights at Freddy's, and that movie made $200 million at the box office. Over $200 million. Might make $300 million. Might. Long stretch. But what else do we have? At zero promotion, relax, doesn't matter. Oh, place to be reviews. Shout out, ha to my beautiful friend, Ita Pokuian. The copium on this thread is incredible. Oh, he's right. It is incredible. So we're just going to pretend that actors' strike had no impact on the promotion of this movie? This was really good movie. People are sleeping on it. No, it wasn't. It was a god-awful movie. Oh, it was horrific. And guess what? Guess what? It doesn't matter that the actors weren't there to promote it because Five Nights at Freddy's made $200 million. I'm going to keep repeating that over and over and over again. Variety, The Killer of the Flowers Moon, had basically the same budget as the Marvels. Make these two vastly different headlines make sense. Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe box office bulletproof box office franchise. That much is clear. Yada yada yada. What does this one say? Box office Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon, impressive with $23 million debut, but Swift's Ursa tour remains number one. How do we need to make that make sense? That those are two facts. This one bombed. Killers of the Flower Moon bombed. And yes, Taylor Swift remained at number one. What else do we got here? You know well that there was a strike in the middle of the premiere and that this also affected the marketing of the film. You are so selective with the information you gave. Also on top of that, because a lot of people like to ignore Five Nights at Freddy's, Barbie movie also started with a strike along with Oppenheimer, both of which were highly successful movies. I didn't like Barbie. I enjoyed Oppenheimer. Both hyper successful movies. Also, Oppenheimer was a 3-hour movie, made $1 billion. Killers of the Flower Moon isn't going to do that. What else do we got? Watched it yesterday. Was a good movie. Want to watch it again today? Oh, good for you. Good for you. Captain Marvel news. Wait, a strike? The longest in history that lasted the entire promotional window until literally the movie's release date? A wave of release that let people down like Thor, Quantumania, Secret Invasion, the current trend of saying there's a superhero fatigue. Clearly, and I didn't even see this, clearly undeniable, out of control and ridiculous hate and misogynistic daily attacks. Won't you mention that? Variety, you've been the worst deception and helped it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guess what? More men went to go see this movie than women. I think the numbers came out that 67% of the audience was men and roughly 40%, maybe a little lower, were women. So the women didn't come out to support this either, by the way. But let's continue on. We got this, more copium. What if here, after the Marvels bombs at the box office, what's next for the MCU? What do we have? Captain Marvel news, back again. You know what? I'm going to give this person a follow. I'm going to be nice. You know that what bombs after the terrible article you made, your credibility. Actually, that article that came out, that big Variety article, enlightened us on a bunch of fun facts, but ignore all that. Please stop. You're ultra biased. Oh, so sweet, summer child. Are you guys mad because Marvel's got mad at y'all for spoiling every film after the red carpet event? I don't know that. Wait, what was this one? Just go back to 3 movies in a year or 2 movies. You know what? That's a decent one, but we got more to go through. We got this one, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with this one because we got so many more. Oh my God, I have so many varieties. Oh, you got this lady, this wonderful lady. Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe is no longer bulletproof. We've already read that, but we come up to here to this wonderful lady. I better see this exact same energy from y'all when Aquaman 2 bombs even harder. I actually don't know if Aquaman 2 is going to bomb even harder. To be brutally honest with you, when it comes to Aquaman 2, I think Aquaman 2 has an uphill battle, yes. I kind of think it's going to do just fine, to be brutally honest with you. The Momoa abs are probably gonna carry it. I gotta be honest. Amber Heard is a problem, but if Momoa abs carry it, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh my butt off if Aquaman 2 does better than this. I really am. So then we got this guy, and I was alerted to this guy just recently, and my God, the cope is strong. And reporting on #the Marvels box office that doesn't mention the fact that its stars were on strike and unable to promote it at all is incomplete and irresponsible at best. Promotional material have immense value. That stuff helps build movie-going experiences now. Barbie, Oppenheimer, and Five Nights at Freddy's disagree with you very much. But let's continue. That's the first thing that should be included, but there are others. The ongoing right-wing grift hate campaign against its top-billed performer. Oh, you mean the people that talk about Brie Larson, who's insufferable? Okay. The new storm of false bullish surrounding its director. I got a video on the director coming out here soon. By the way, she's the youngest director for the MCU, black female, because they cast these people, and she only had one actual movie beforehand and then got a $1 billion movie. The fact that it's a more diverse film than the first one, why does any of that have to matter? This is where this one starts to disappear. I don't know. Is this the stuff that's supposed to be a problem or not? But okay. The fact that one of the shows it's following underperformed on streaming, except in POC households, because of general misogyny, Islamophobia, people not taking teenage girls seriously, and getting sent out to die against legacy Star Wars Kenobi. Real quick, nobody watched Miss Marvel because nobody cared about Miss Marvel. Same in the comics, by the way. None of that actually had to deal with Islamophobia or misogyny or anything like that, or not taking teen girls seriously. And on top of that, the simple fact that anybody thinks that you can't watch 2 shows at once that are streaming is highly laughable. Incredibly laughable. That's a joke right there. But okay. The fact that this is the first project taking specific bullets of parts of the build-up were behind a paywall. Actually, I'll give you the credit to this. That's not realistic on any regards, but I'll give you credit. It won't be the last thing to experience this for Marvel, for Marvel and Lucasfilm, for Disney overall, or for Hollywood in general. But next tweet, of course, it has to be the film starting a diverse trio of women, directed by a black woman that goes out and deals with this landscape first. Not Cat 4 or Filoni's Star Wars film or Avengers or anything else that will surely have to climb this hill. I'll actually give him credit on that point. I highly think the fact that any movies are some of the build up to a movie is behind a paywall is actually very bad. Actually, no, wait. No, this guy's wrong, because the first movie to deal with that was actually Mom. A freaking Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That was the first movie to deal with this, not that. So shut up, because even Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness did better. Oh my lord, I just realized that right now, but let's continue. The fact that box office numbers have largely taken a hit in general, that's just been a reality post-COVID. Barbenheimer. Okay, because you're using COVID now as an excuse. Barbenheimer. We had Multiverse of Madness. We had what else? Spider-Man No Way Home? Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. Five Nights at Freddy's. We've had tons of movies that were outright successes that people loved. So the COVID argument doesn't fly, by the way. So, okay, outside of some instances like Barbenheimer, a ton of stuff has underperformed, comic books and otherwise, like Dead Reckoning. Even Guardians 3 dipped from 2. Oh my God. Hey, Mario also came out, made $1 billion. So, okay, you're trying to say, well, other than these movies, I don't want to look at these movies, even though these are post-COVID movies that did really well. You know, I don't want to look at these movies. We're going to look at all these movies that failed. See, that's because of COVID. Ignore all the movies that succeeded. Wow, the cope is strong in this one. The fact that the fans of this particular world who complain nonstop about the films being too interconnected for phase 1 and 3 are now complaining that they aren't building to a concrete goal nearly enough. Audience training is, once again, a key factor. So, next tweet. This is not getting the watch this next boost from the something like Infinity War. Now hurts it a lot more in terms perceived importance. He just admitted the only reason Captain Marvel made $1 billion was because of where Captain Marvel was located. They imply that you had to watch this movie next to actually make anything make sense in Endgame. Guess what? You didn't need to watch it at all. That's actually you showing the true colors, but go ahead, keep that one up. What else do we got? What else? Because this guy just had to tweet, and I love how Master of TDS just brings up the blaming bingo. You don't like women. The strikes are why it failed. You're just a racist. So on and so forth. But let's continue. Oh, we left off here. The lack of clarity for the average casual fan about where to watch, seeing lots of talk about people thinking it's a Disney Plus series. That's on Disney, not on us. That's on Disney 100%, and that's a factor for why it failed. What else? I could go on. The whole conversation is mostly stupid. You made a 10-post tweet on something you found stupid. Okay. And it further plays into the what have you done for me lately attitude from internet fans about this franchise. It'll be dead, then back, then dead, then back, depending on what people like and what narrative they want. No, it's dead. I've been saying it's been dead since Endgame. It's dead. Pretty much dead. It ain't coming back. This will be Marvel's Solo, a Star Wars story, and as much as people will harp on the box office forever without ever really discussing the film. I can discuss the film 110%. It made no sense. It was garbage. It was all over the place, and it had no real soul, and it was just awful. So yes, I can talk about the film. And none of them will ever consider context when breaking it down. What context? There ain't no context in this movie. There's a movie. There's literally implications that there was another movie that they got rid of altogether. Like there is a Captain Marvel 2 movie that we never got to see, but they referenced the Captain Marvel 2 movie. It is kind of funny. Bob Iger admitting fault for Solo's release window. Oh, the cope is strong with this one. The cope is so strong. I'm actually tweeting that one out. Oh, Lord, the cope is strong. You then get even Stephen King coming out to cope over this movie. I don't go to MCU movies, don't care for them, but I find this barely masked gloating over the low box office for the Marvels very unpleasant. Why gloat over failure? Because we've been saying it's coming. We've been saying that this movie was going to fail. We've been saying for years, honestly, that this movie was going to fail. We've been saying it over and over again. And by the way, it just my trends just fixed to MCU because yes, this is the MCU and this is the death throes of the MCU. That's why we're gloating. We have been attacked as fans for years now. We've been called racist, sexist, misogynistic. I just went over a whole thread where it said all this. Islamophobic, you name it, we've been called it. And guess what? We're finally laughing at the fact that this MCU, the Marvel, all Disney, have been chasing off the real fans, have been scaring off the real fans, saying that they don't want them anymore, chasing this new, diverse, the modern audience that doesn't exist. It's a literal unicorn, but chasing after this audience that literally does not exist, but chasing off the classic fans, the people that love this, paid for it over and over again. Yeah, we're laughing at watching something that we once loved that hates our guts now losing. That's what it boils down to. And that's what we're going to continue to laugh at. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I want to get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And also, please check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. What's going on, guys? Listen, I don't know about you, but I like to indulge in some of the liquids of fun times, okay? And oftentimes I wake up the next day with a headache and stuff like that. And to be honest, the only way that truly helps cure these morning blues, as I would call them, would be coffee. And you know who puts out good coffee, guys? Coffeebrandcoffee.com. Listen, Coffee Brand Coffee is an American-based company. It was founded by the Quartering. He's going out there. He just wants to sell you coffee. He doesn't want to sell you a political opinion. He doesn't care what your politicals are. He doesn't even care what your cultural opinions are, okay? He just wants to come out here and sell good American coffee sourced here in the States. It is all fantastic and amazing. You have 4,000 verified reviews. Most of them are 5-star, 4-star. People are loving this. And I don't blame them because when you take a look at some of these flavors, you got bourbon flavored coffee. God dang, that sounds amazing. You got Gunpowder Green Tea. I like the boom boom sticks and I want to know what's going on right there. And when I drink CoCo, I haven't drank it in a while due to the keto diet, trying to lose some weight. But when I do drink CoCo or anything like that, I like some sweetness, I like some richness, and I like some enjoyability in my CoCo. That's why I'm taking a look over here at this rich caramel CoCo. I mean, just think of how amazing it is. And guys, if you go to Coffee Brand Coffee, which links will be in the description down below, you can use coupon code BACKTACO, one word, BACKTACO, and you can get 10% off your purchase. That's coffeebrandcoffee.com, coupon code BACKTACO.